Hello, welcome to Cooking with Pina. Today I'll be making my version of eggplant parmesan. These are the ingredients: eggplant, Parmigiano Reggiano, mozzarella, salt, pepper, olive oil, and a very simple tomato sauce. This tomato sauce you can find on my first episode of Cooking with Pina. The first step of making the eggplant parmesan is to cut the eggplant. And it's about quarter of an inch thick. And try to cut them all the same size if you can. The next step is to put them in a cookie sheet. I like to use the parchment paper so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the cookie sheet. And overlap them just a bit so that all of them can fit on one cookie sheet. The next thing you do is to brush all the rows of the eggplant with just olive oil. Just brush them like this, very lightly, with the extra virgin olive oil, till all the eggplants have been touched with the olive oil. As you can see, I'm not using any flour or egg or breadcrumbs. That is why this is my version of eggplant parmesan. I just feel that this is more healthy. The next thing you do, you put them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 3.5 minutes. So this is what they look like once they come out of the oven. They're a little bit crispy on top, and that's perfectly fine. They're not overdone, they're just right. Now the tomato sauce is all ready, and you're going to put about a little bit of tomato sauce at the bottom. Do not put cheese at the bottom, otherwise they will all stick at the bottom. So a little bit of tomato sauce at the bottom. And then once these are cooled off, you begin to layer them. And some of them are still hot, but this is fine. And again, you overlap them a bit, not too much. I really like the taste of the eggplant. That is one of the reasons why I don't put egg and flour and breadcrumbs. When you put egg, flour, and breadcrumbs, the eggplant loses its taste somewhat. And next thing, I'm going to put on some mozzarella cheese. Then you may put in the Parmigiano Reggiano. Just to your liking, obviously. Okay. I won't put too much salt because the tomato sauce already has some salt. So just a little bit. And same thing with pepper, if you like pepper. I like pepper. And then of course you need to put in more tomato sauce. It sort of resembles lasagna when you layer them. Okay. Okay. I like to sort of spread around like this. And you're ready for the next one. Next layer. So if you think of layering it like lasagna, it's easy. Okay. When this is baked, after I finish, and it's baked for about 10-15 minutes, all this mozzarella is nice and melted, and it's gooey, and when you take it, it looks so great. and Parmesan. I really like the Parmigiano Reggiano. It tastes absolutely fantastic with this. And tomato sauce. This you can have nice fresh bread after it's baked and it's done. This even tastes better the next day if you want to make the day before or a couple of days before. I know sometimes when I was working, I made it a week before and then I froze it, which was really very nice. I put it in the freezer, so the morning when I left to go to work, I took it out. By the time I came home, it was all defrosted, ready to go in the oven. And my family had a delicious dinner. As you can see, it goes very fast. Very, very fast. Especially when we don't have to fry anything. Normally I don't like to put mozzarella on top. I just put some cheese, the Parmigiano Reggiano. To your liking. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of salt at the very top and put my tomato sauce. And that's it. Now you're going to put it in the oven for 375 degrees and let it bake for about 15-20 minutes. Smells so fantastic. Looks absolutely wonderful. As you can see, they're bubbling. As when you see this, that means it's done. You can see these bubbling on the side. As you can see, the cheese is nice and gooey. It's nice and melted. And I'm going to taste it and have a glass of wine with it. Absolutely delicious. And with a glass of wine, fantastico. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Cooking with Pina. Arrivederci alla prossima volta. Salute!